What's going on? I figured I would make a video today of just what I'm doing and see if that can get me a little bit of content going here, because I haven't had a lot of time to really sit down and make a full video of a full rebuild, because that just takes so much time, which I don't have right now. So I hope you enjoy this just very relaxed vlog style video, and maybe I'll do more of these if this goes well. So I actually this week earlier moved this Firebird out of its 10-year little stay over here, and as you can see, I have the chain all still hooked up to it and everything, but the shelter we had over it actually blew away in a storm we had, and it was filling up with water all in here, along with leaves and acorns and all that good stuff. So I figured I would move it over to the shop where this tractor is and maybe get to work on it this summer when I have a little bit more time. And I think that'd be some really cool videos as far as car stuff goes, because that is my true passion. I just wanted to hop into this part of the video just to say thank you for all the people who have subscribed recently. It really means a lot that you're subscribing to the channel and you care enough to want to see more of what we're doing here. I think we're at 365 at the start of this video, and it would be really awesome if within the next month we could hit 500. So if you don't mind, be sure to tell your friends about it, share the video, like the video. If this is your first time watching, be sure to check out my other videos and hit the subscribe button as well. Thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. Also, nothing really and truly exciting is happening in this video, so if you're looking for excitement, it's probably not going to be the one for you, but still be sure to check out my other videos, as they're going to be much better than this one. Just remembered I'll need to charge up my four-wheeler. The battery was low last time I used it. Let me put in my code for the door. So yeah, I'm going to be putting it on the charger. I just have a battery tender that I just plug it up to, and it makes it real easy and not difficult, because, well, that's kind of the same thing, isn't it? But it makes it easy because instead of having to take this cover off the battery, I can just plug it in here to that plug and charge it on up. The cord literally could not be any shorter, but as you can see, it is hooked up now to the wall and it is charging. I have this Plymouth Duster in the shop right now, and I was trying to work on it, and it'd been running weird, and I opened the hood and really got to looking at it, and it's leaking bad out of this hose and this fuel filter right here. And I'm sure most of you know, usually you can just cut the line back about 1 inch and it'll fix it, because it's usually just cracked at the end. Well, I did that and it's spewing worse now than ever. But really and truly, that's not the biggest problem with this car. The biggest issue is it's a 318 with a absolutely ginormous cam in it to make it sound like a race car. But what's the purpose when it's a 318, which is super slow? I mean, they did good work and stuff. It's got like an Edelbrock air gap intake, and we put this carburetor on here. I think it's a 650 Carter or something like that. Hooker headers, all kinds of good stuff on it. MSD ignition, but it's just over cammed, and the torque converter is stock, which makes it even more awful, and the rear end ratio is awful. And really and truly, it's somebody spent money, but they didn't do it in a very good way. After all these videos, you know, I hoard parts for a lot of things, and so I have this. Let me turn on the light. This Dodge Magnum 360 right here. I bought this years ago when I was working on a 71 Dart, and when I was like 13. Bought this from a junkyard. Never used it. It's a great motor, I'm sure. It's pretty clean. We actually had to clean it up a lot. It was pretty bad. Looked like somebody never changed the oil, but it's actually in pretty decent shape. This piece of garbage needs to get on somewhere, because it's a boat anchor pretty much to me. But I want to take the LA block front end, which is the older style small block Mopar engines, put the front dressing on this, and change the intake to a carburetor and all that good stuff. And I need heads, because my heads, the bolts broke off into them, so that's fun. But yeah, long-term goal with that Duster out there is to put this 360 Magnum in it, because I think that would be much better than that right there. because that right there is not good. And since I'm showing you what I do every day, I figured I'd show you what I'm about to do like I do every day with this motor, is look at it and think that transmission looks annoying and it looks like it's not fitting. I think I'll do that another day. So I haven't cranked this little Kawasaki here in probably 3 weeks. I should probably do that. So I'm about to try and see how it's gonna crank. I'm not gonna choke it. I'm just gonna kick it a couple times. It usually cranks pretty nicely. This ain't good. Oh, there we go. I'm sure any of you that have dogs can relate to a dog like this one right here, that as soon as you crank something, he thinks it's time to bark and chase and bite the tires. But I'm gonna try and run this thing around and clear it out a little bit and put it back up. Figured I'd give y'all a closer look of the Firebird. It's really hard to figure out what to do first on something like this because we have brand new floors, so I'm assuming that will be what we'll do, is we'll cut out both sides and put the new ones in. But as far as the body goes, it needs this quarter panel. As you can see, this Bondo right here is so thick it's flaking off, and it's got like roof flashing to make up the back end of it. You come along to the back here, this tail panel is super bent up and got Bondo all over it too. So this may actually have to get replaced too. I'm not sure yet. I really don't want to have to do that, but maybe it will have to happen. Come along to this side, same story, different side. Pretty much needs a quarter panel on this side too. So you have 2 quarter panels you have to have, and possibly a tail panel. All up in the window here, rust. It'll need all that replaced as well. We do have the seats in it, or for the back. We don't have the front seats. We don't have any of the dash except what you see in a glove box. Doors are fine. The rockers appear to be fine unless they're full of Bondo. And then it needs both lower sides of each front fender. The hood is fine, but you know everybody wants a 400 hood, and this is just a regular one. And the valance on the front seems fine, as well as the grill, except for one little ding on the front. Obviously there's no engine. We want to do a LS swap, but I don't know the likelihood of that happening. I may put a 350 in it if I can find one cheap, just to get it just going and running and actually feeling like a car, and then do the LS swap later. Or if we can find the stuff to do it fairly cheap, we'll go ahead and do it like that to start with. So yeah, I'm not really doing much today. I was just kind of wandering around between doing my homework and study for finals. But hopefully later on this week, I can put the Firebird farther into the lean-to of the shop and get a little bit more work done on it. And I don't know, I'm hoping to work on the KX100 pretty soon, and maybe a few other things. So if you want to see more of that and you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, because there's a lot of builds going on the channel. And just be sure, if you haven't seen any of these videos so far, all the other ones are going to be much better than this, because I'm actually doing something. So if you want to see me do something, be sure to check out my videos on my channel, and make sure to hit the like button on this video if you did like it. I know it was a little bit kind of but I just wanted to get something else out there. So thanks for watching.